Hey guys, welcome to my up-and-coming YouTube channel. Today I will be doing a review and unboxing of the GS63 7RE Stealth Pro. I would just like to give a quick shout out to MSI for hooking me up with this guy. Now without further ado, let's review!
For somebody who doesn't like to throw away product packaging, MSI did not cheap out on the box's initial presentation. The box features a matte black finish with a glossy red on the MSI branding. Upon lifting the box's lid, you are greeted with three things: a padded underside to protect the GS63, an MSI branded sleeve that the notebook can slide into, and a long slim box containing the power brick.
Now in my personal opinion, the presentation so far looks great, but once you take out the notebook, you're really just left with lackluster boxes that feel and look cheap. They're extremely flimsy, and I wish they would have put as much effort as they did with the notebook sheath and this box than what they did in here. I expected more and I'm disappointed. So in our final two boxes, we get our wall plug-in, which should equal about 12 feet when you plug it into the power brick. We also get our warranty information and some quick guides, as well as our driver's CD. Now we can't use the driver's CD in this laptop, mainly because there's no optical drive, but if you did want to somehow use it, you'd have to upload it to a computer, put it on a USB drive, or buy just an external optical drive for your laptop. Now, the fun part. Once we take the sheath off of this notebook, we're left with a pretty stunning laptop.
Introducing the MSI GS63 7RE-008CA Stealth Pro. The GS63's display is a 15.6-inch 1920 by 1080 IPS panel at 60 Hz. I love that at certain angles it almost looks like the screen is fake due to the incredible viewing angle. What I don't love is that I was able to spot two stuck pixels in the top left of the screen. After some digging, I was able to find out MSI's notebook pixel policy. However, I do not know if it is up to date. MSI will replace the LCD panel when one or both of the following conditions are true. Number 1, the LCD panel has 6 or more pixels with defects. Number 2, the LCD panel has 3 pixels or more with defects within a 15mm circle. With this laptop weighing in at 1.9 kilograms or 3.96 pounds, it makes it lightweight to handle and perfect for your everyday use. This guy is packed with an Intel Core i7-7700HQ, 16GB of DDR4 RAM, as well as a GeForce GTX1050Ti with 4GB of video RAM and with a default clock speed of 1493 MHz. During our benchmarking of Overwatch, we were able to maintain an average of 80 frames per second with the Epic Graphics preset. I would also recommend disabling the laptop's tracker pad if you're going to game with a mouse, as I found my left hand to occasionally cause the mouse to jump around by touching it. However, when we played PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, our FPS was really inconsistent. On the medium preset, we jumped between 65 to 70 at certain points and 30 to 40 at others. We averaged out at around 52.7 FPS during our games. During our battery test, we played Overwatch while enabling maximum performance in the NVIDIA control panel as well as in the Windows 10 battery settings. We also disabled NVIDIA Battery Boost. Starting from a full 100% charge, we were able to play for 56 minutes before the laptop shut itself off. We plugged it back in, turned it on, and then left it to charge. It took approximately an hour and a half for it to reach back up to 100%. While playing, our GPU and CPU temps were at around 50 degrees Celsius, with both of our fans running at 5 to 5.4 thousand RPM. It is also worth noting that if you want to unlock most of your laptop, you should have it plugged in, as we dropped around 20 frames per second while we were running on battery. You also shouldn't have to worry about using this laptop in bed, as the 3 fans kept it from becoming uncomfortably hot against your skin. The GS63 has an RGB SteelSeries keyboard, which has 1.9mm of key travel. The colors look great, especially when you can see it in a pitch black room. I also found that the sound from typing was enjoyable and far from annoying, but you could be the judge in this next clip. On the left side of the laptop, we have 2 audio inputs, one for your mic and one for your headset. There's an RJ45 jack for networking, an SD card reader, and 3 USB 3.0 slots. On the front side of the laptop, you have your status LEDs. However, I would have preferred to see the caps lock and numlock LEDs on the inside, as it took me a while to realize they actually existed. Last but not least, you have the right side of the laptop, where you have your power button, a single USB 2.0 slot, one Mini-DisplayPort 1.2, one Thunderbolt 3, an HDMI output, and your charger port. With a driver update to your Intel integrated graphics, I was able to push two 2650 by 1440 monitors running at 165 Hz using a Mini DisplayPort to DisplayPort and a USB-C to DisplayPort, whereas before the update I was capped at 144 Hz. MSI's matrix display technology also supports 4K output with a max resolution of 3840 by 2160. According to MSI's website, the GS63 is supposed to output up to 3 external monitors, but when I tried to hook up the 2 monitors and a TV, I was only able to get 2 to show up at the same time. I spent a good hour online trying to figure out what I was doing wrong, but to no avail. I chatted up their Facebook team and they told me to send out an email. So, I shot off an email to their tech support on this issue and I will update the video description when they get back to me.
Originally, I didn't like the $2,000 price tag for the GS63, but when I quickly built a PC on PC Part Picker, it was roughly the same price, although I did include a monitor, a keyboard, and a mouse. But I will put a link in the video description for you guys to look at, and you can also just compare yourselves. Some of the things that stood out about this laptop was that it was very thin and very light. The keyboard felt natural to type on, and there's an SSD and a hard drive too, as well as Windows took under 30 seconds to boot up. On the other hand, the stuck pixels worried me on the screen's durability. Preference-wise, I didn't like the location of the charger port or the tracker pad. I felt like if the tracker pad was more on the right side rather than under the spacebar, it would just feel more natural. That about wraps it up with the video. I would just like to say thanks again to MSI for lending me the laptop for the purpose of this video. It really does mean a lot. Please don't hesitate to leave some feedback in the comments. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Thanks.